Luke chapter 15, verse 11 to 22. The Bible said a man has 2 children, and one of the sons came to him and said, Father, give me all that pertaineth to me. Let me go and live my life. And the Bible said the father divided his properties. The father divided his living, and the father gave it to them and gave to the young man his portion. And the young man went. The Bible said the young man went into a far country. And then within a shortest period of time, within a short time, the Bible said that the guy spent all and was in need again. But the Bible said that this guy was in need to the point that he was looking for what to eat, and he decided to join himself to the people that are taking care of a lady pig. He took the job of attending to a farmer who owns a pig farm. And the Bible said the situation was so precarious that if they give him the rough things to go and give pig, he will first eat out of it before he will now serve it to the pig. That was how humiliated his life was. I want to paint a picture to you. Verse 16, the Bible says, and he would fain have filled his belly with the husk that the swine did eat. Look at where my emphasis is. And no man gave unto him. The reason his case was is because no man gave him. The reason his case was worse because there was no help for him. Message translation, that's verse 16. You see, you will see the clearer English of that verse 16. Now, the Bible said when the famine in that season became so bad, famine became so bad. So what all his wealth? When the famine, in other words, there is a hardship and hard time in a location, in a community, in a nation that will make the people who are living in that place to start running away. True of us. May God not allow Nigeria to get to that level. That was what has affected the young guy called the prodigal son. And everything in his life crashed. Today you are rising again. But you know what the Bible said? He lost the money, he lost the wealth, he lost the assets. But there was something he didn't lose. Can I hear amen? There was something he did not lose. And let me tell you what the prodigal son did not lose as we pray. Verse 17. And when he came to himself, he said, how many hired servants of my father's have bread enough to spare, and I perish with hunger? Verse 18. He said, I will arise and go to my father, and I will say unto my father, I have sinned against heaven and before thee. Verse 19. And I am no more worthy to be called thy son. Make me as one of thy hired servants. And he arose, that is the father, okay, the young man, and came to his father. But when he was yet a great far away, his father sighted him and had compassion on him. And the father ran towards him, and the father fell on his neck, and the father kissed him. Verse 21. And the son, now that is where we are, here and the next verse. And the son said unto his father, Father, I have sinned against heaven and in thy sight. I am no more worthy to be called thy son. Yeah? But the father said to his servant, bring forth the best robe and put it on him, and put a ring on his hand and shoe on his feet. The Bible said the father called his servant. He said, bring me the best robe, bring me the ring. If you read a message that you say, bring me the family ring. That's what the message translation called. He said, bring me the family ring. I'm going to tell you that there's something they call family ring. He said, bring me the shoes. Remove this one he came with. Put it upon him. That story looks so simple, but I'm going to show you what God showed me in the middle of the night while I was praying for you. The Lord told me that there were 3 things that the boy didn't collect from his father. You know, the Bible told us in verse 11 and 12 that the father divided his property and gave him. But there were 3 things the father didn't give him. And it was because of that 3 things that the father didn't give him. That was why that guy, his story must not end. The father knew that relationship is superior to money. Hear me now. Relationship is more than what? Money. It takes relationship to maintain whatever you have. While the boy was confessing, the father said, listen, the father said, bring. Number one was what? The rope. The rope of righteousness. The rope means the garment. Don't forget that his father was a royal man. His father was a royal king. Don't forget that this boy that is eating with animals came from a royal family. But all the material thing that makes him royal has been taken away. But listen, you can take away my money, but you cannot take away my God. You can take away my property, but you cannot take away my relationship with God. The father said, give him rope. What is the symbol of that rope? It is called influence. Somebody say influence. So the boy left the house of the father, carried money, but no influence. A lot of people have money, but they don't have influence. Influence is stronger than money in the negotiation of destiny. The father told the prodigal son, he said, you left without my influence. That was why life treated you too harsh. The Bible said in the book of Job chapter 20, it says, return unto the Lord and God will return unto you. There are so many of you that think that you can succeed without God. It's not possible. The young boy left without a relationship with the father. A cloth that the father put upon the boy was what? Influence. Somebody say influence. Father's influence returned. You can't carry the presence and the influence of God and life will treat you bad. Even when you get to the tight corner, there will be a way. Number two thing that kind enjoyed, that the father said they should give him was what? Family ring. Somebody say family ring. Anytime you talk about ring in the Bible, you are talking about authority. Ring is a symbol of authority. When you come to a palace, every king, every upper has a ring and a staff. Ring is a proof of authority. How can you survive in this era, in this generation, without the authority of God? The boy left without authority backing him. Life beat him down. The father said, return authority to him. And the last thing the father returned to him was what? Shoes. What is the symbol of shoes in the Bible? The symbol of shoes is the proof of protection, or what we call security. Wear the boots of security. Somebody is returning this day. And everything that is lost in your health, everything that is lost in your finance, everything that is lost in your marriage, everything that is lost in your investment, everything that is lost in the destiny of your children, God is restoring them.